Picture this. It's calm. The snapper are biting. The wildlife is pretty awesome. And the sound the current makes as it flows by keeps me relaxed. Yep, it's fair to say I like Western Port. This week on One Last Cast, we're targeting early season snapper. The boys are fired up because the dogs are back in town.
So here we are down at the home of Western Port, the snapper, the early season bite, Coronella. What a beautiful location it is. And today I've got Brett Reed, Hunter Blackford and little Sonny Reed on board. We're just leaving the Coronella boat ramp, and in front of us is the car barge that goes from Coronella over to French Island, and it takes all the vehicles over there. There's a car ferry in the background. The old car ferry. I'm going to show you a place where I used to camp with my great mate Chris Sharman when we were 15 and 16 years of age. We got the Stony Point ferry from Stony Point to Tankerton, and then we got a fellow, his name was Alan Chandler, lived on French Island for a number of years, and he used to charge us $20 back when I was 16 years of age as a return trip over to French Island prison camp. In 1915, 1916, it was opened like an Alcatraz style prison camp, and it lasted until 1975 before it got taken over by another company, and it was called the McLeod Prison, and it would become an eco farm. And today, I think the last people to buy the prison camp were some Chinese investors, so I'm not too sure what they're going to do with it. We've already got some nice fresh squid out in Port Phillip Bay through the week. So out of this squid, we'll get a nice squid head, we'll get the hood, and then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe five squid rings. So we're getting 6 or 7 baits out of one medium-sized squid. What I like to do is take the wings off first. Just get in there and just peel those wings off. It's important when you catch them that you put them in the fridge.
You don't want to refreeze them, do you, Tony?
Not really. So this is really nice. You get one nice head there. We'll get a hood. And what I like to do with the hood is just pierce and take the top off, so then the water flow can go through there. And then I've got 1, so there's another 4 baits, and so that's 1, 2, that's 6 baits off a little squid like that.
Yep.
So when you're fishing Western Port, I always like to use these Lumo sleeves. What they do is they give you a bit of protection on the top of the hook there, but also on the leader. So if you actually catch yourself a tooth shark, like a school shark or a bronzy or whatever, they're not going to rub that and break that line straight away. So it gives you a little bit more of a chance of getting that fish to the boat. Yep, so we've just got ourselves an easy rig which slides up and down. So I've got a dropper. So if you actually get caught on a reef or a rock or whatever, then this lighter line will break off, but it still allows you to play the fish and bring the fish in. The one thing about when you're baiting your fish is making sure that you pierce it with the point of the hook, that it goes in the centre. And then what I like to do is I like to drop that over the side, and then I just like to see how it sits in the water column, and see how that bait is there. He's just hanging, so he's not spinning. So that what I'll do now is I'll just throw that in, cast that one in.
Hunter will be on the rod in about 5 seconds.
That'll give us one. In Western Port, I like to have my drag quite stiff because more often than not, because you got the flow, the fish will grab that and just accelerate off. And because he's got 4 or 5 currents of water behind him, it's always good to have it locked up. Whereas in Port Phillip Bay, I like to have a looser drag or a bait runner. I fish the old traditional bait runner, and I like to hear that scream and that loose line.
Do you find, Tone, in Western Port, the fish are really it's just similar to like gummies? They just cruise past, and once they've come, they keep going?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, obviously, certain times of the year that they'll sit and hold in one area, and you've got to be able to find them when they are concentrated like that. But I believe like these little tributaries and gutters and all that, they're like little highways for them, and they cruise up and down.
Yeah, and they come and they have a...
And here's another one. Here's a hood.
There's a hood.
See how that's just sitting beautifully in the water?
Yeah.
Here we've got some rings. I just like to pierce them just through the top like so. So then it's just got just a little bit on the top of the squid. So that's one way you can do them.
That's really the end result, what we want. Perfectly presented bait, isn't it?
Well, it's important because if your bait's spinning and if you don't look at it and prepare it...
Hunter, sorry to cut you off, Tone.
Oh, a bit of activity on that first. And I'll just show you the way that this one sits in the water to the other one. Look at that. Either way.
Yeah. Good fish, Hunter?
Yeah, lovely fish.
Taking a few runs. A beauty. So we can get this one up. Oh, those big head shakes.
We might be cooking him up.
Oh.
Cooking him up at the barbie tonight.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
The net's just
This is
there,
what we
Tone.
want.
Yeah, I'll get it. He's going to be there for a little bit. Beautiful, Huntsy. What a beautiful start to the day, Brady.
Oh, this is why we love Western Port, because we've been here all of 10 minutes.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, Brady, is that we're fishing the last couple of hours of the run in.
Yeah.
Which is what we like.
Yep. Look at those head shakes, Hunter.
Big head shakes. What's up?
Lovely.
Hey, Sonny.
Big red.
Oh,
I
here,
can see
mate.
the red, Tone. Can you see the red?
Yeah.
Could be. Oh, look at him! Look at that! Not.
Oh, he's only just... Oh,
He's not a messy fish. He's
Yeah, that's what we want. Jeez, that was a quick one.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's terrific. What a beautiful little fish. He's not a massive fish, but just get him out of there, Hunts.
He's the sort of size, Tone, you want to take home and eat?
Well, yeah, more than likely. Don't put your fingers in his gills, because unless you want to eat him,
Yeah.
I'm happy to let that one go.
Yeah, I'll
Give him an opportunity. Because these are all new fish. They're all coming into the bay.
Yeah.
And look, I'm about taking a fish, and I love taking a fish, but I'm also about giving the fish an opportunity to just come in and spawn and do what it's going to come in here to do.
All right,
All right,
get in there.
let Brady get in there.
Gives the pan around. Oh, that looks wild.
Wonderful. What a,
Reedy.
look, and he's not a big fish, Brady. He's probably 2.8, maybe 3 kilo at the absolute most. But he's a perfect one to eat. But we're going to let him go.
Yeah. He's got a bit of fire in him, this guy.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just want to let you guys know, this fish, although he looks like he went belly up, he kicked off with a lot of power, and we're only fishing pretty shallow, so he doesn't have barotrauma.
Nothing better than just a little cook up with a few sausages and fresh rolls, and keep it pretty simple. It's coming up to the end of the tide, so what we're going to do now, we're going to just drop Hunter and Sonny off. They've had a wonderful day out here today, and we're going to go and pick young Marlin up.
When we visit Coronella, if we're not sleeping on our boat, we're staying at the Coronella Caravan Park. Here's Anne-Marie to give us some more details.
My name's Anne-Marie. I'm the Coronella Caravan Park Manager. Come and visit us. We have everything here for you. Panoramic views of Western Port Bay, walking distance to the boat ramp and the jetty. You might be able to just see the jetty here behind us. And around the corner is the boat ramp. We've got on-site rental cabins, all self-contained, around $100 a night with your own veranda for this one, cabin 10. We're in the process of renovating our fisherman's cabin, which is great just for you blokes who want to have fish, just somewhere to put your head. That'll be ready very soon, the next couple of weeks. So I look forward to seeing you all.
So Tony before was talking about some bait presentation with a squid. I'm going to run through how to do yakkers and fish flesh baits. And these are the Reedy's UV single hooks. They were specially designed for Western Port. And I'm just going to run you through how I rig them up and the best way to use them. So with the Lumo sleeves, all you do is you tie your single hook on, and then you just basically just stuff it over like that. So to bait them up, it's pretty simple. So that's one bait, and then you can do a fillet, but I think the fillets tend to lose their blood content. Where if you do a chunk like so, it retains the blood, stays in it for a lot longer, so you can use the bait for a bit longer. As where the fillets, the blood content comes out from the water flow, and you just want to bait these. It's really simple. Is just pin it like so. The way you do a head, the orange seems to work extremely well. This year we've caught 7 fish and 0 fish on just no hooks with no fly, and all on this scallop.
This is a good fish.
Yeah.
Good fish. Good head shakes, long runs.
Beautiful.
The thing with early season fishing, like we're just sitting back, just having a chat with each other and all that sort of stuff, and we've just got to be patient. We've got an incoming tide, we've got a southerly breeze.
Get these rods in, and then get the big net.
Now we've got an opportunity. We just got squid that we've caught over the last couple of trips. But this has certainly had a terrific run.
Is he coming back up? Current?
Yeah. This is what gummies do a lot, boys. They take that big run first, and then they come up current. They sort of swim back up with their head into the current, and then he'll go again. So all I'm doing at the moment, I'm going from about 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, but I don't get my rod too much, so then there becomes loose line. So all I'm doing is short, sharp pumps of the rod. Look at that.
Beautiful head shake.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's a big snapper. It's a bloody big snapper.
I told you it would be a big.
Oh my Lord, Tony!
Tony!
Keep him in the water. Just keep him in the water. So, what a beautiful fish that is.
Yeah.
Like that did everything that a good gummy does, right? But we were wrong. We were wrong. And that's the incredible
That's the best part about it.
Yeah, fishing Western Port, you just never know. Like, I really thought that was a gummy then.
So did I. I was convinced.
Yeah, but we've got ourselves another snapper, which is fantastic. So we're going to get some wonderful photos. We'll just keep him in the water for a minute. We'll probably release his fish again.
It's his cousin.
Look at that. Beautiful, big, early season fish.
I was convinced that was a...
Oh, he's really engulfed it, Reedy. Like, that's why. We might just cut that. Let's just have a...
Let's see if it's...
You might be able to...
You might be able to get it out,
I
Tone.
think you can get it, Tone. He's got the scallop rig again.
Tony is...
Look at those big crunching teeth. Well, mate, do the right thing and we're going to...
See, that's why you have to let the big leaders. Look at those crunching teeth.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that.
perfect.
That was on the squid head.
Perfect.
Get some water flow into him.
He doesn't have any problems going with it.
No, he wants to go with it. He's gonna. He's ready to. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that go! Hey,
Yeah.
fresh as a daisy.
Yeah.
Wonderful, boys.
As the sun starts to set, we'll sit and wait for another fish. Let's cross over to Possum, who's at Frankston Ramp and going to show us how to fillet a snapper.
It's all right to go out and catch the fish, but once you've caught the fish, very important that you actually look after the fish, because if you don't look after the fish, doesn't matter what you do, how you fillet it, it won't be a good product. So the first thing you got to make sure you do when you go out fishing is have eyes, and you make sure that the fish is on the ice. So we've had this snapper. It's not a big snapper, but we've had that snapper on ice overnight. And so now I'm going to go through the process of actually filleting this snapper. Sometimes snapper this size, people will cook them whole, but I always prefer to fillet my snapper. When it comes to knives, a lot of people like flexible knives. When I'm filleting snapper, I like to have a knife that's a little bit stiffer. Yeah, so I don't like a knife that's too flexible. I like a knife with a bit of stiffness in it. So to start off with, we've got the snapper. Okay, we just go down his wing there. You come up behind his head here, like this. All right, then we just go along the backbone, and you make sure, when we go along the backbone, you just make sure you stick tight to the actual frame of the fish. So we go along, stick tight to the frame of the fish, and you can notice that I haven't scaled this fish. I never scale my fish. I leave the scales on and then I skin my fish, and you can see that. We're right up hard against the bone, we're not wasting any fish. We've got the rib cage there, and so we go through to the other side of the fish, like so, like that. And then you've got the rib cage there, so we just go over the rib cage, like so. Just go over that, and down there, try not to waste too much fish. Follow the ribs along, like that. And that's one side of the fish. That's one nice snapper fillet there. With the wings, a lot of people just throw the wings out. I like to keep the head and the wings. I've got friends, Maori friends that they love the wings. So They love the wings and the head. So we take that up there. We take that there. But a lot of people will cook the wings up, and they actually eat pretty good, the wings. Just pull them out, put a breaking through the bone. So there's that wing there, and that's the wing. And a lot of people will just put that in a frying pan and fry that up. Beautiful, that is. But with the actual fillet, as I said, I don't scale it, I skin it. So we just hold it flat like that, hold your knife flat, and go along between the flesh and the skin, like so. And that way, you're not scaling the fish, it's easy, and then you've got your lovely piece of snapper fillet. You've got the bones down the middle, so we just go like that, take them bones out down the middle, like so. As I said, it's not a big fish, so then it's up to you, just cut your fillets.
And we're just going to pull in this rod, rig it up one more time and have one last cast, and then we'll see you next week.
The snapper. Oh yeah. Good bit of weight there, Marlon.
Oh, plenty of weight. Oh yeah. Big head shake. Grab the net, Tom.
Yeah.
Lovely, yeah, this is mate.
Oh, I'm gonna sit here, Marlon.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at the size of it.
Tone, get the net.
I've got it, mate.
Wow.
You just worry about
He come up green, didn't he?
you worry about just getting the fish, mate. I can't net it when it's 7 metres under the water.
Look what I just gave away.
You feeling a bit better now?
You've been able to be awake, eh, Tone?
He was just about to go up to the cabin. He's come flying out of the cabin, Brady. He's pushed you out of the way and gone bang!
Let's get him in that net, because this makes me nervous.
But what else is there?
That's all right, that net's good. He come up green, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't.
He was...
This is the way he should be fighting from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a beautiful fish.
Wow. How do you feel?
He's a 6-7 kilo fish.
Yeah.
Lucky I bumped you out of there.
So
Get this fish
Yeah.
and we'll give him the release soon.
we'll release this fish, Brady.
All right.
I think we should release him. He's a big
All right.
fish. He's come into the bay early. I think he deserves the opportunity to spawn.
Yep. I just want to show, that's a scallop, and look how he's engulfed that. The hooks come out the other side. They're bloody good hooks.
Oh.
Yep. All right. Now let's get some shots with this camera. Just go back, yeah, hold him up.
Is he not kicking, Marlon?
No,
Isn't he really?
he's not doing anything.
Oh, he'll go, mate. He'll go.
Mate, he's hardly been out of the water.
He'll go. It's 7 metres. He doesn't have barotrauma. There's no way. He'll just swim off. It's because he's into the current. Let him go. Watch. Look at him go. He had heaps.
Yeah.
How'd you feel, mate?
Oh, that was awesome. Thank God I bumped you out of the way there. Oh.
Lucky you got the old hip and shoulder going. Eh? I've never seen you move so quick.
He's half asleep.
Oh, he's half asleep. He was up there, Brady.
Yeah.
He was up in there.
Up in there.
Up in there, and he comes screeching out.
So there goes the storm. We just rode it out. Some blue sky coming. Yeah.
I'll grab it. You make sure, mate.